Hello, Cowboys Nation. Welcome back to Fourth and Forever. I am JR Castillo, and this week we are talking about the Denver Broncos. Some Cowboy Broncos notes. The Cowboys have not beaten the Broncos since September 10th, 1995. That is over 30 years since the Cowboys have beaten the Broncos. 30. It's a long time. It's really, really long time. Positive note, if you want to look at it. The last two times the Cowboys beat the Broncos, they won the Super Bowl that season, so there's always a chance. Probably not, but you never know, I guess. Just never know. But it would be a hell of a run, wouldn't it? Most surprising run ever. On the injury front, Donovan Wilson looks like he probably will not play, and do not tempt me with a good time. Donovan Wilson not playing only makes the defense a little bit better in coverage. That is sad. It's sad that everybody else realizes that, but team captain can't sit out. I think you can. I think you can sit out. You're not that good, dude. Cooper Beebe is a 50-50 go right now. I think he's leaning towards playing. I think the Cowboys are leaning towards trying to be a little bit precautionary. If that changes before this gets posted, it will be up at the top. As for other injuries, Jonathan Mingo will be activated for certain. He is being added to the receiving core, and after that, the Cowboys are relatively healthy. Tyler Guyton did show up in the injury report, but it looks like he is a go. So we'll see that, and the Broncos are pretty much healthy all around. Only difference for the Broncos is Dre Greenlaw will not be playing this week, as he is suspended. That helps the Cowboys. The keys to this game. It's going to be really simple. For the Cowboys will win this game if the offense continues to dominate. It's that simple. If the offense stays on, and this will be the toughest test for this offense. This will be the absolute toughest test on the offense. This Denver team is incredibly good on defense. They are the best defense in the NFL for a reason. They can rush the passer, they can stop the pass, they can stop the run. They do everything really well. If the Cowboys can control the offense and continue to dominate, then they're going to win the game because they're that good. Dak Prescott has gone 4 consecutive games with 3+ touchdown passes and no picks. That is the longest streak in franchise history. It's the second longest streak in NFL history. The Cowboys are on an unbelievable run right now on offense, and if they can continue that against this defense, Jerry, get on the phone and make a trade now. The Cowboys will win if they can continue to run the football well. This is going to be a big one for the Cowboys. They got to run the football. And Denver is going to offer the same type of problems up front that the Carolina Panthers offered a couple weeks ago. Denver has 3 big defensive linemen in DJ Jones, John Franklin Myers, and Zach Allen. 3 big old boys. Big, beefy men that just plug up holes up front. Dallas can run the only difference in this game and the Carolina game is Dallas will have the full allotment of their offensive linemen. Maybe not Cooper Beebe, but 4 out of 5 is better than 1 out of 5. So that could help Dallas out, having the full allotment of offensive linemen. But if Javonte Williams can get running against his old buddies in Denver, and the Cowboys can continue that balance, they're going to win the football game. And finally, Dallas will win the game. They continue to not turn the ball over. Dallas is doing a tremendous, one of the best jobs that I can remember them doing of just not turning the ball over. Being very safe with the football, continuing to just plug away on offense. And you notice that the pattern for these are just offense, because the best part about this team, it's the easiest part to talk about. But if they continue to not turn the ball over, they continue to add points. It's the key for Dallas to winning. A bonus Dallas will win is that the defense can make another stride forward. Last week, they made strides. Now, you say what you want about Washington missing 3 receivers. Dallas still had to plink the plays, and they still made the plays. They were still kind of iffy. They weren't great. They were still very iffy, but they made some plays. Capitalize. Continue the momentum. Continue the changes they started to make last week that they continue to do this week. Continue playing man coverage. Continue playing the quarterback spy. Very important. You'll see that in a second. So that's the bonus one. Dallas needs to continue to make defensive strides. Dallas will lose this game if they get one-dimensional. The Cowboys play their worst when they just go one way. If they just focus on the passing game, they're not that great. They'll still put up great numbers, but the offense works better when you bleed the rushing and the passing game into each other. Utilize the play-action passes, utilize the rollouts, utilize everything you can do, screen passes, everything you can do to bleed the two games into each other and keep the defense on their toes. When Dallas goes one way, when they just decide to get pass happy, they struggle. It's a repeated cycle, and they'll lose if they do that. Dallas will lose this if they get dominated in the front. Denver's defensive line is big. If those big defensive linemen struggle, if they shut down if they saddle up that Cowboys offensive line and just ride them into the backfield, Dallas is going to lose. They have to keep the up front, and they have to keep that pocket clean. They have to give some holes for Javonte Williams, maybe Jadon Blue. Keep up front clear. Win the line of scrimmage. Dallas have a chance. If not, Dallas will lose. Dallas will lose this game if Bo Nix controls the game with his legs. Early in the season, Dallas was getting just absolutely milked by quarterbacks with their legs. Last week, Dallas tried something new. Man defense, along with a quarterback spy. I'd like to see that again this week. Man defense, quarterback spy. Now, Denver has a very similar issue to the Commanders had. Denver doesn't really have star receivers. They have good receivers. They have a really good one, but they don't have the superstar wide receivers. Play the non-superstars with that man defense. Utilize the quarterback spy. Make Bo Nix beat you from the pocket. Don't let him run it out. Make him beat you from the pocket. And if Dallas can do that, Dallas will win the game. If they do not do that, they will lose the game. This should be a fun game. I mean, this is one of those classic, it's the movable force versus the irresistible object. It's one of those classic type, this should be a really intense, fun game to watch. I think the bonus key to this game, top of the screen, Brandon Aubrey. We're in Denver. Brandon Aubrey may already be in field goal range. Dallas has sort of hinted they think his range in Denver could be 77 yards. Do I think they'll try a 77-yard field goal? No. Am I ruling it out? Also, no. Brandon Aubrey has that great of a leg. Denver, you get the elevation. If the wind is right, halftime maybe, end of game, tie game. Maybe they try it. I can. Maybe not from 77. I think 77 is shoddy, just sort of throwing a number out there. But from 70, I could see them trying a 70-yarder. I can see them trusting Brandon Aubrey from 70. And I'll be honest with you, if he lined up from 70 in this game, I don't even think I would doubt for a second it's going in. Like, I wouldn't doubt whether it's going to be left. I think it's going to be right down the middle. Now, is his leg really good enough from 70? In Denver, I think it might be. That could be the biggest X factor in the game. Does Dallas have the balls to try it? Be a fun one. Anyway, this is going to be a classic defense-offense game, and I'm really looking forward to watching this one. This might be the most interesting game I am in so far for the Cowboys this season. Besides the opening night game against Philly, this game I'm really excited about watching because I think the two teams have exactly the opposites that cancel each other out, which makes those games are always the funnest, is when the defense is just positioned well enough to where they're going to cancel that offense out. That's how it should work. And it should be the two lesser parts, then that would be Denver's offense and Dallas's defense, which should decide this game. I don't think it will. I think Dallas's offense and Denver's defense is what's going to decide this game. Maybe Brandon Aubrey. But it should be a really fun game. I'm really looking forward to watching this one. I'd like to beat the Broncos. I'd like to get something going. That way you win this game and you get more incentive for Jerry to pick up the phone, make some phone calls on some trades. Trayvon Diggs needs to move on. Bring in some pass rushers. Maybe bring in a safety and a linebacker. There's some good ones out there available. So let's go Cowboys. Let's beat the Broncos. Let's end that 30-year drought, and let's beat this team finally. Let's go Cowboys. Beat the Broncos, and I'll see you guys next week.